Wrestling fans, guys, welcome to your WrestleMania 37 Night 2 review. And guys, I'm sure a lot of you, with what we just got done seeing, wants me to come on here and be all happy and joyous and everything, and talk praise about WrestleMania and the main event that we just got done seeing. Roman Reigns, Edge, and Daniel Bryan in the main event, putting on a good show for us wrestling fans. Sure, you all want me to come on here and praise everything about WrestleMania 37 Night 2 and about how great of a show it was. I can't do it. And we're going to dive into why I can't do it and the entire card right here today, wrestling fans. Before we do, you all know what to do, and if you have not done so yet, I do not know why. Become a subscriber today. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for all notifications. Follow me on Facebook at Wrestling 1988. It takes you directly to the Wrestling with Webby Facebook page. Go over there and follow me on there. It is appreciated. A lot of good things happen over there. So, follow me on Facebook. Also, subscribe to the channel today. And make sure you hit that bell button so you can get notified every time I upload a video right to this channel. Backyard Beatdown's coming up this coming Friday. A lot to look forward to with that. Plus everything else that goes on this channel each and every week. Go and check it out. Guys, let's dive into WrestleMania 37 Night 2. Now, when I say that I can't praise everything about the show from top to bottom and all this stuff, that does not mean that WWE did not put on a okay show, a decent show for us, tonight. It was an alright show, but the results of it it baffles me. I mean, it really does. And I'm sure when you look back at the build to WrestleMania and everything that they've been doing going into WrestleMania and what they're probably going to do coming out of WrestleMania, it would baffle you too. I mean, seriously. Just take Randy Orton versus The Fiend. Randy Orton going over. Randy Orton victorious at WrestleMania. What? Does this make any sense at all? Now, reports have been saying that The Fiend could very well be facing Bobby Lashley. I know I said that Braun Strowman very well could face Bobby Lashley. That's only because Braun Strowman beat Shane McMahon last night, wrestling fans. The Fiend facing Bobby Lashley after he just got done losing to Randy Orton? Does any of this make sense? The Fiend should have went over tonight. The Fiend got burned alive at TLC. This was his first match back in WWE. Even with all the storytelling, getting into Randy Orton's head, everything that he was doing with Randy Orton, the mind games Alexa Bliss was playing with Randy Orton, all of that, The Fiend should have won. It makes no sense to me. Now, if they wanted Alexa Bliss to get away from The Fiend, go to a different type character, okay, you could have done something where she betrayed the Fiend, but did it have to be on his first match back? Would it have really bothered Vince McMahon and everybody to let the Fiend have that one victory over Randy Orton? No. No, it shouldn't have. Because it hurts the Fiend more to lose than it would for Randy Orton to take the L. Y'all let me know what you're thinking about it in the comments below. Now, let's dive into Sheamus becoming the United States champion. Sheamus taking the title off Riddle. Good matchup. Riddle and Sheamus put on a really good show for us, guys. Well, what does this really do for Sheamus? What does this really do for Sheamus? I know. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sheamus is going to use this title as a prop until Keith Lee comes back and takes the title off of him. Or Riddle takes the title off Sheamus. One of the two. And becomes two-time United States champion. One of those two things is going to happen, wrestling fans. It just is. One thing I was happy about, and that was Apollo becoming the Intercontinental Champion. He got his due. After all the years of him being this jobber in WWE, this known jobber in WWE, Apollo has a good storyline with Big E, and he gets the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Good job. Good storytelling by WWE in this matchup, and also bring someone else to the main roster from that WWE Underground thing that they were doing on Raw. And honestly, I kind of like that they did that. They used Underground to bring someone up to the main roster. That's pretty cool. But, wrestling fans, Apollo Crews, Big E, looks like that's going to continue on, seeing as how Big E lost the IC strap not clean tonight. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with all of that. Honestly, with Cesaro last night beating Seth Rollins, it wouldn't surprise me if Cesaro got an Intercontinental Championship pretty soon matchup, or Universal Championship matchup pretty soon. I'll let you know what I think about all that in just a little bit when we talk about the Universal Championship matchup. And you all let me know what you're thinking about in the comments below. Guys, let's move on here to the Women's Tag Team Championship matchup. We saw, as I said, 4 big bulls facing each other in the Women's Tag Team Championship matchup. I said that last night, and guys, that's exactly what we saw. We saw Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler taking on Natalya and Tamina. And by the end of this matchup, they had the fans cheering and chanting Tamina. Can you believe that? After all the months and years of WWE pretty much ignoring Tamina, with her not even being on TV, and now the fans are cheering her. Now, whether that stays that way once WWE goes back to their normal television, And when I say normal, I mean when they go back to the usual crowd. Because WrestleMania crowds are always the funnest crowds to be around. And they always speak their mind, no matter who they want to chant for. If it's a babyface or a heel, they're going to chant for whoever they want to. It doesn't matter. It's always fun to be around the WrestleMania crowd. So we'll wait and see what happens when the WrestleMania crowd goes away. What happens with Tamina and Natalya. But tonight, they were getting cheered, and the crowd wanted them to take the tag titles off of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Didn't happen. Probably going to see another matchup between these tag teams, but Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler walked out victorious. We saw Sami Zayn taking on Kevin Owens. Did this really mean anything? Not really. This match really didn't mean a whole lot. To be honest, this match was simply there to get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on the card and to put that one YouTube sensation guy, I don't know what his name is, on there so he could have a little spot. And I'm not sure what his name is, but let me see. I'm not sure what his name is, but I will say whoever it was took an awesome stunner by Kevin Owens. Took that one front flip 360 when he took the stunner. Absolutely awesome. But guys, let me tell you, it was just whatever matchup. Throwaway. Filler for WrestleMania. And of course, we had Asuka taking on Rhea Ripley. And of course, we saw Asuka drop the title to Rhea Ripley tonight. And a pretty good contest. It was a quick finish. They went to the finish very quickly. There wasn't that big of a hype at the ending. But congratulations to Rhea Ripley. I was a little surprised by it because honestly, I thought, she's just kind of filling in for Charlotte here. So they probably are going to have Rhea Ripley take the title off Asuka at Backlash or something. But they didn't, and Asuka drops the title at WrestleMania, and that only tells me that it didn't matter who Asuka was going to face. She was going to lose at Mania this year. Now, wrestling fans, in the main event, we saw Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, Daniel Bryan, and Edge. Universal title on the line. I was hoping that we would see Roman Reigns lose. I think his time with the Universal title is done. I don't want him to have this championship reign where it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on like some Energizer bunny, and it never ends. It looks like that's what we're going to see. It looks like it's not going to end anytime soon. But, wrestling fans, it was a good matchup. Really good contest. And Roman Reigns put his mark, his stamp, on being the head of the table when he pinned both of them in the ring. because he piled Edge on top of Daniel Bryan after the concertos and covered them 1, 2, 3. Now, wrestling fans, it was a good matchup overall. And quite frankly, I think with Cesaro beating Seth Rollins last night, we're going to see Seth Rollins go off to something else, and Cesaro finally get his due and become a #1 contender for the Universal Championship on SmackDown and take on Roman Reigns. And I don't know about you wrestling fans, but that sounds like a pretty good contest to me. Cesaro, Roman Reigns. You let me know what you're thinking about in the comments below. And this has been your WrestleMania 37 Night 2 review. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a big thumbs up down below if you did. And of course, subscribe to the channel today. Guys, until I see you again, this is Webby. And I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.